I used to care a lot about sports, way too much. Probably from the age of 16 to maybe 27, 28. I'm 33 now, but for those like 11 or 12 years, that was all I cared about. Following the teams, the standings, the players, the stats, judging people based on what team they supported. If I thought about a city, I thought about their teams and I thought, do I like those fans? Are they good people? And I would have, Saturday, Sunday, my wife would come into the room on Sunday if my team lost and go, or team was playing and say, did they win? Did they win? Like, because she knew that my entire mental state would be affected by whether my team won or lost. And it wasn't just the day, it was the week after. It was reading more blogs. It was reading more what commentators were saying. It was reading what the players were saying. It was what the power rankings were in NFL. And it was like you'd spend all season rooting for a team. And if they got to the finals and lost, you were like, wow, I put a lot of energy, put a lot of effort into caring about a team that clearly didn't want to win as much as I wanted them to win. So then like at 28, I was like, I kind of want to do something. I want to do more of something. And the first thing I thought of was books. I want to read more books. I haven't read any books in a while. And in order for that to happen, you have to create time. Well, the only time to create time is to, in my mind, delete something from your schedule, which was sports. So I kind of cleansed myself of it slowly, and to the point where then I just stopped caring about the teams that I liked. And I was able to accomplish more things, and I didn't feel bad. I still felt like a little bit of FOMO when people would talk about teams that I liked or players that I really liked and what they were doing. And I was like, oh man, I should pay attention more, but I actually still stuck to it. And for the INTJ, I think engaging in sports activities, athletic endeavors is vitally important, but obsessing over other teams, players, the drama, the entertainment, which it truly is bad for your mental health. And a lot of people will tell you, oh, I just use it to escape. It's just an escapist thing. I don't really feel it. Yes, you do. When you say that, people, that is their identity. Their life is what team they like, what jerseys they wear. There's hardly a casual sportsman out there. What I want to get at is INTJs should engage in physical activity, and they should. Here's what I would say. When you get outside the caring about who wins and loses, you can really appreciate and admire athleticism for what it is. Instead of going, I hate that player because he's on that team, you go, wow, that's actually an admirable athlete. Whether it's just athleticism, whether it's toughness, it's grit, it's determination, it's their philosophy on working out, training, being the best. That's where I think we need to focus. So in my 30s, I've always gravitated towards reading about great athletes and what their preparation, what their mindset was, more than the W's and the L's and the drama and all that crap and the contract issues. And then now it's more of the social media part of it and the social justice that a lot of the athletes get into that in my mind are like should be outside the game. Other people argue that's part of the game, using your influence to create social change. So it makes me so sad when I think, what could people accomplish with all the effort they put into knowing about their sports team into something productive for their family, their society, their group, civilization? And you go, well, obviously a lot. You could do a lot more if you didn't obsess over the entertainment, because really what it is, and this is like my TI coming out, is sports is just what happens between advertisements. And it's not really a woke take to say that or a hot take to say that, but when you see it from a different angle, it's just, what can we get you to buy? What movement can we get you to believe in? And it's part of the programming that we accidentally slip into because we think we're watching a game. No, we're watching advertisements and there's a game sprinkled into it. That's why there's so many commercial breaks during football games especially. So I would say if you're an INTJ in your teens or 20s and you're watching this and you're feeling some level of dissatisfaction with some things you wanted to accomplish but haven't, or you're really behind, I would say like take inventory, take stock, and say, am I spending time on frivolous activities like caring about sports? Because I mentioned it is entertainment. It's literally as bad as being obsessed with what Netflix or Disney show is coming out, Disney Plus show, HBO Max. It's like that, except you're just waiting for the new season of NBA, NFL, MLB to come out, and it's just as poisonous. So, what do you think? It doesn't have to be. I'm not asking the INTJs in particular. I'm asking everyone. Like, what is your relationship with sports? Is it something you participate in casually? Are you like a hardcore athlete, or are you somebody that gets into these $100,000 buy-in fantasy leagues, or you follow all the athletes on Twitter, or do you care about other people's affiliations with certain teams or the cities they're from, and then say that's the lens that I view them for because my team is better than your team and your fans are terrible and things like that. So this has been a topic that's been a part of my life for the last like 5 years that I've thought about, but wanted to share and ask the audience what your relationship with sports is.